This video will demonstrate how to use Autodesk Inventor to create the assembly of the Open Deck Pulley Block. Begin by creating a new assembly file, and then go to Place and choose your pulley block, the base body, this part here. Make sure that you place this part grounded at the origin so that it's locked in place and cannot move. Once you've got that part in place, go back to the Place tool and select the other three parts, the cap, the pin, and the pulley, and insert those as well. All of these three parts can move around and get assembled one at a time. We'll begin with the pulley. When I created the pulley, you'll notice that I started with the part so that it's centered on the three planes. If I turn this around, you'll notice that the XY plane goes right through the middle of this part. I can use this plane, this XY plane, as an assembly tool because I did the same thing with the pulley block. When I created the XY or the pulley block, I created the XY plane in the same fashion so that it goes right down the middle of the part. So a little planning ahead makes it easy for me to assemble these parts. To use those planes, you right click on the plane and you turn the visibility of it on. And now I can simply use the constrain tool to constrain this plane to this plane. Notice now that they're lined up, even though they're not, the holes aren't lined up, the two tools are lined up, or the pulley is lined up with the block, and there's a little bit of space on each side of the pulley. Now that those are lined up, I can use the constrain tool again to line up the center of the pulley with the center of the body itself. Now that that's in place, I can turn off the visibility of each of those planes. The final assembly can be done using the Alt drag technique. So if I hold the Alt key and I drag this part, notice that I get the insert. I can say I want it to go there. It locks that one in place. Oh, I inserted it a little bit too far. Let me undo that. Got to be careful which part you drag on. So Alt drag. There we go. There we go. Now just notice that the edge is there. This part sticks out a little bit out of the back side, so I can do the same thing here. I can say, let me move it over here a little bit so I can see them both at the same time. And I could even free rotate this if I need to. So now I can hold the Alt drag of that circular face there and line it up with that one, and that completes the assembly of this part.